Irene Brocl was born in Idaho in 1927. She was the second of 3 daughters of Ursus and Helen. Edith devoted herself to music from childhood. She had a beautiful voice and was accompanied by her mother at the piano, surprising everyone with the precision and sweetness in her voice. As a young woman, she devoted herself to music courses at Whitworth College, where she met Dewey Mulholland, a psychology student. The two married in 1948, and together they made a commitment to missionary service. In 1949, she completed her degree in religion and music at Pasadena Nazarene College. That same year, her son Timothy was born, and 2 years later, her daughter Anne. In 1952, the Mulholland family arrived in northeastern Brazil to serve as missionaries, settling in Teresina, Piauí. And that's where her third son Mark was born. In 1954, they moved to Floriano to serve in the school that would become the Baptist Theological Seminary of the Northeast. In Floriano, Edith and Dewey, along with other missionaries, began the mission of teaching students from the 2 states of Piauí and Maranhão. Dewey was the director of the school, taught theology, and also oversaw the construction of the campus, while Edith taught music, worship, and Christian education. She was known as a kind but demanding teacher. Edith also organized and conducted various choirs. She was always active and very dedicated, devoted to the kingdom of God. It was during their missionary work at the seminary that the youngest son, Paul, was born. For 20 years, the couple developed their mission at the Baptist Theological Seminary of the Northeast. Every 4 years, the family went back to the United States, where they stayed for a year, reporting on their missionary work in Brazil and strengthening ties with churches and supporters. In the United States, Edith took the opportunity to improve herself by attending a graduate program in music at the San Jose State University in California. One of her most memorable moments there was her participation in a great choir in the presentation of Handel's oratorio, Messiah, in San Jose. In 1974, the couple moved to Brasília to found and manage the Baptist Theological Faculty of Brasília. Edith continued her work in the teaching of music and worship, in addition to participating in the administration of the sacred music department of the faculty. Edith had a deep interest in hymnology, and to her delight, she was invited to collaborate with the creation of the new Baptist hymnal called Hymnal for Christian Worship, published in 1991. She prepared an extensive file on hymns, their authors, and composers. Her meticulous research resulted in the encyclopedia work, Historical Notes for the Hymnal for Christian Worship, published by the Board of Religious Education and Publications. In 1993, her life and work were recognized with the highest award given by the Association of Baptist Musicians of Brazil, the Arthur Lakshevitz Prize in the category Foreign Musician. In 1994, the Mulhollands retired from their missionary service and settled again in Pasadena, California. The couple always came back to Brazil to visit the places and people who were part of their lives, as well as their son Timothy, who remained in the country. Even though they were absent, the couple always had an interest in all those whom they left in Brazil, making a point of showing their love and care for those loved ones. In 2016, Edith's beloved husband, Dewey Mulholland, aged 90, was taken to be with the Lord. A year later, on March 11, 2017, at the age of 89, Edith went to meet the God she served and loved until the last day of her life. The importance of Edith Mulholland to the history of Christian music, as well as her legacy of surrender and service, furthering the growth and expansion of the kingdom of God, is undeniable and an example to be followed by all Christians.